Hi, folks. How are you? Let's cut straight to the chase. Let's have a discussion about guns, an open and honest discussion about guns. It seems like our country's divided into three groups of people. There's, on the one hand, these are people who hate guns, don't want anybody to have a gun, want them to be outlawed. And on the diametrically opposing side, there are people who love guns, want everybody to have a gun, want a gun in the synagogue, the temple, the mosques, in the schools, in the grocery stores, in your backyard, in the shed, in the glove compartment, in the attic, on your holster, on your hip. Everybody, you get a gun, everybody gets a gun. And then there are the people in the middle, in which I am ensconced, and they maybe don't love guns, but they would like some better gun laws. And they're okay with you having a gun. And even the people who like guns, who are just want some sensible laws on the books. And so I'm in the middle. I don't love the guns. I'll just be honest and transparent. I really don't love guns. My problem with guns are, okay, have your gun, but do you need a military assault type weapon with an extended magazine clip? Do you need to be able to fire off 100 rounds of ammunition? Why do you need that? For hunting? What are you hunting? Zombies? Like, really, guys, to protect your property and your loved ones? Okay, can you not do that with maybe 10 bullets? 15, I'll give you 15 bullets. You can't do what you need to do in 15 bullets? Those arguments fall flat for me, and I just can't wrap my head around that. And my other problem with guns is that the reason guns are around, the reason they were invented, the reason they exist is to kill. And I just that doesn't make me warm and fuzzy on the inside. I realize there are other things you can kill with. You can kill with a knife, you can kill with brute force, you can kill with a car, you can kill with an airplane. But those weren't the intents. That's not why those things were created. The reason guns were created are to kill. And if you want to say, well, no, they were first made for hunting. Well, hunting is killing. You're not trying to maim the animal, are you? You kill it, either for food or for trophy or whatever. My other problem with guns is the scope and magnitude and power with which they kill. Like I said, there are other things that can kill. You can kill somebody with a knife, but that's not the purpose of the knife. And if I'm mad enough or crazy enough or whatever, I've snapped and I want to kill you with a knife, I'm probably only going to kill you. Even if, I might be able to wipe out 2 people if I'm nimble. And if I'm a ninja, maybe I can get 3. But I'm not going to wipe out 32 people in a few minutes with my knife. Because guess what? Stabbing is a loud crime. You stab the one person, unless you sever their vocal cord and their carotid artery at the same time, I'm going to scream. And that second person who was the next stabby is going to be like, yo, they stabbing folks over here. Let me get up out of here. Even if I'm slow and I can't get, the third person's will be like, what's up? I'm out. They're stabbing folks, Okay, so here's an argument that the people who love guns often says is, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Right, and people with guns kill people. And that crowd wants more people to get guns. They want the good guys to have the guns. So here's the thing. The shooting that happened in Dayton, Ohio, the man was only shooting for about 31 or 32 seconds. The police descended upon him within 30 seconds and disarmed him. The reason why? They were there. The good guys were there. They were right there. And even though they got to him in 32 seconds or 31, whatever it was, within 30 seconds, he was able to take out 9 people. And that's because the force, the magnitude, the scope, the power, you just can't defend yourself against them. Because, first of all, it takes you a minute to process that you're being shot at. What do people often say? I heard the pop sounds, but I thought it was a car backfiring. Also, when's the last time a car has ever backfired? When's the last time you heard a car backfire? I feel like, what is it, the Model T? The Edsel? I think we need to move that off the list of things we think about when we hear pop. Maybe a motorcycle, I give you that. Maybe motorcycles make some funny noises. Anyway, the second thing we think is, fireworks on a Tuesday in September at 2 p.m. Fireworks. It takes your mind a second to process that you are being shot at by an active shooter. In the time that it takes your mind to process, The guy with the high-powered artillery weapon style type stuff, the military assault type weapon, can mow down 9 people in 32 seconds. You don't have time to defend yourself. All right, so back to the argument that people kill people. There's a whole mental health crisis that we're in the midst of. Yes, and we know that mental illness is a real thing. And many of the people who have been found to have been active shooters have mental illness. And I probably need to make a whole other video because I want to unpack that a little bit more. Because even some of the white supremacists and all these people who, hate people and are out to kill people, sometimes it's mental illness. It's mental illness. Well, when you get to the point that you hate somebody so much that you want to shoot and kill them, or you just want to kill them in any way, is that mental illness? Like hatred to the point where you want to kill your fellow man. Is that a mental illness? I'm asking a serious question. Talk amongst yourselves. I think we're going to need to unpack that a little bit. That's for another video. I can't do it all in one video. What do you want from me? I can't do it all. All right, so there are people walking around with mental illness and you don't know that they have a mental illness. And so some of we want laws that have red flags, and if people have had a history of mental illness, they shouldn't get a gun. What about the folks who are walking around with mental illness who just have not gone to a doctor yet and just don't have a diagnosis yet? What do you do with that person? So they don't have a history of mental illness, so they can get a gun, and then they snap and shoot 32 people. Anyway, there are also people who are diagnosed with mental illness, but they don't take their medicine, or they don't go for their therapy. So here's my plea. Since we cannot regulate people, let's regulate the guns. So I think that flies in the face of people kill people. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. People with guns kill people. And since we can't regulate the minds and the mental states of those people, let's regulate the guns. Please. Oh my goodness. Peace and love, folks.